So now I want to go now into Oak special fund specifically. It was fantastic. The CMA issued the special fund license. I mean, not license, but regulations last year.
Yes.
We got a no objection November 2023.
Yes.
And our journey really honestly began.
True, true.
So walk us through from 2024. Yeah, just the journey we've had.
Oh, okay. So we did get an objection last year, but we got our physical license this year in 2024 by
the certificate. But
the
we had them.
certificate.
Yeah.
The certificate, we actually got it this year, which we are proud of, which was basically for a CIS umbrella fund with 3 funds. One of them being KUA.
Maybe you can mention the other, and you've gone back to KUA, but it is it is also us. But tell us the three funds that are under.
Going back into the license, which we got the physical license this year in 2024, we actually got a license for a CIS umbrella fund with 3 funds. The first fund being a money market fund called Kahangara. The second one being a fixed income fund called Hazina, and the third one being a special fund called KUA. And I know our listeners are listening to this and they're asking, and where is KUA? Because we are selling Oak. When we started and we named the fund KUA, we were looking at the Swahili word for grow. And it always, we wanted to grow with you and grow with the viewers. However, we came to realize with one of our ethnic languages here, KUA means actually to die, and no one wants to join a dying fund. So with that and a few deliberations, we decided to change the name. And after a lot of soul searching, decided to close on Oak. So far, we got no objection from CMA to proceed with Oak, and that's why we are selling Oak.
And someone told me,
yes,
Oak, O-A-K, you know, like GOAT, greatest of all time.
Yes.
Oak stands for one of a kind.
Lovely, lovely, because we believe we are one of a kind.
We are one of a kind.
Exactly. That's a good thing. So just to clarify for the viewers to be aware, as at the time of shooting this video, I know the Capital Markets Authority has not changed the name under their license, but you are looking into changing so that everything can read Oak in the near future.
Yeah, it's approved, but the certificate is not out yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. So let's, okay, so we'll talk about Kahangara and the money market fund, Hazina and Kahangara later. For now, we're talking about Oak.
Yes.
And so maybe you can, you know, because there's been so many changes, we sit down and, you know, the process is so iterative, right? So you begin and then you realize, okay, this is working, but people want, you know, we listen to customers. So maybe you can talk about what are the features of this fund in terms of, you know, there's an amount you need to start off with, there's a lock-in period and things like that. Maybe you can just walk us through that. Okay.
I'll say the main features of the fund, and the first one is the minimum deposit. Before we had started at Kenya shillings 1 million, but now we've revaluated it to 500,000. So 500,000 is the minimum deposit that you need to place. The lock-in period is 6 months. So preferably you should keep your investment for 6 months, but we recommend you to do 1 year for us to be able to exercise fully our investment strategy. Also, there are fees that are associated with the fund. The management fee that we deduct is actually 6%, but this 6% is 6% per annum, and it is prorated daily. That means on every single day, there's a very small portion, or 6% over 365, that actually is charged on your account.
Approximately, what does that work out to?
It works out to about 164 shillings and 38 cents for an investment of 1 million per day. Yeah, so it's a very small portion.
And what does the 6% cover? What are the fees for?
The 6% actually covers for all our administrative costs. And I know some of the viewers may say 6% sounds quite high as compared maybe with the other products. But one thing you have to appreciate is this being a special fund, there is so much active work that is put into it, unlike maybe a money market product. Money market product is usually standard to aggregate. So you just get people depositing, you aggregate, you place in a call, you place in a fix. And so even an amount of 2 billion can easily be managed by one person. or 2 people at most, just to have someone else overseeing. While for such a product, we are working with about 10 different asset classes. And even within some of these single asset classes, there are so many moving parts or so many trades in a single day that you need the expertise, that is one, the numbers, and also the system to manage risk, to manage the fund, to manage capturing of all these assets, and even keeping track of them. Because of all these, and being a sophisticated fund, we've had to charge a premium. But further to this, I would want to go to the other feature, which is the targeted returns. Our targeted returns is 20% per annum after fees. So we are also looking at, as much as we are having a high management fee, to give you a return commensurate with the fee that you are being charged. Yes.
Yeah. I think that, thank you for that explanation. I think it's important for us and all of us and people online and our customers themselves to understand why and the rationale behind it. I think for me, when we were doing this, I think one of the things that I specifically insisted, Ian, and you remember,
yes,
we have to be transparent.
True.
This thing of us making money on the side and then not crediting clients with all the returns that they're making so that we can make a portion of that, I'm just like, let's give returns that are due to the clients.
Yes.
It might not seem like a very good tactic, but let's just be upfront about the fact that there are real costs in running this thing.
Yes.
But let's be transparent also about the returns every customer is making.
Yes.
So I agree with you. Yes, it sounds expensive, but really those are the costs that it takes to run this. Okay.
True.
So great. So then when somebody invests, the lock-in is 6 months. And how is interest credited? Is it credited at the end of 6 months, at the end of 1 year? And does it compound? Is it how does it work? So that someone can sit and wonder, what's the best way to invest, let's say maybe I have children who are 2 years old. They will go to high school in another 12 years, right? So what do I do? Is this an opportunity for me to invest, or do I just put money elsewhere for this sort of thing?